Hey guys, it's me, Seren, back with another video. So I am filming this video in Memphis. It's funny because I was talking to my cousin and my cousin was telling me, she was like, oh, you on the road so much, you probably gonna have a lot of car vlogs, but it seems like I've been filming most of my videos since I've been on the road, like inside, which has just been kind of funny. I'm here in Memphis actually getting ready to leave, and I wanted to film this video really quickly on something that I've been thinking about for a while, but was directly inspired by some filming that I did in Arizona with Monica. Shout out to Monica Wiesbeek. And it's this concept of revolution as something that is active. Revolution is action. Revolution is active, while oppression is passive. So I've had some thoughts just about how basically the way that the system, the sort of matrix that we are living in right now, that we're plugged into, the society, the infrastructure, the schools, the school system, the curriculum, the societal norms, all these things that we're sort of plugged into since birth, and the way that we're socialized and conditioned to think is passive. Like, oppression is passive. It is designed a certain way. The system is designed so that certain things will happen, so certain things will rise to the top. Sort of like an algorithm, you know, and everybody knows I fucking hate algorithms. I fucking like hate all this fucking rise of the machine, Terminator 2 ass fucking technology and the algorithms, but it's sort of like an algorithm is written to do a certain thing, right? So like the Netflix algorithm, for example, which is the algorithm that pretty much everyone has adopted at this point. It's also known as the Facebook model, which is like give the people what they want. So it's like if you watch, I'm sure you guys have also probably noticed this on YouTube as well. If you watch one video about, I don't know, installing car seats in your car on YouTube, if you click on one certain type of thing or post on Facebook, if you watch one certain type of video, movie or documentary or something like that on Netflix, you know, the next time that you log on, your suggested feed on Netflix, your suggested feed on YouTube, your suggested, you know, posts on Facebook or Instagram is owned by Facebook, for those of you that did not know, is going to be full of more of that same thing. So you watch the installing the car seat video on YouTube, now you have nothing but car seat recommendation videos, and who knows if you even have a kid or even care about that. You might have clicked on that by mistake. Who knows? You watched, you know, one documentary on birds, and now all you have are like documentaries on birds. And that is because the system, again, is designed so that certain things will happen. It's designed so that certain things will rise to the top. And in the sense of the algorithms, it's designed to give you more of what the algorithm believes that you already want. It's not really designed to challenge you in any type of way. It's not really designed to make you think in different types of ways. It's designed to somewhat maximize what you already think, to go with your confirmation bias. And it's designed so that it will be easy and natural to just go with that, right? To just go with it. It takes action to step back and resist. Resistance, revolution, agitation, all these things, that is active work. You have to actively attempt to be self-aware of what you are doing and what you're consuming and why you're doing it and why you're consuming it and how you're doing it and how you're consuming it. You have to actively be aware. You have to try to resist. It is an action. Being oppressed is so passive that it just sort of happens. It requires nothing. And I'd already been sort of ruminating on this, and something that Monica said, which reminded me of one of my older videos. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. As always, there will be links in the description box, or you can get to the videos by clicking the eye in the right-hand corner. It reminded me of one of my old videos that was on maintaining all Black digital spaces, and I talked in that video about the importance of maintaining all Black digital spaces, of seeing faces that look like yours, of seeing hair texture that looks like yours, of seeing people that you know, maybe they are not you, obviously, but seeing people, because the system is designed to push whiteness to the forefront. The system is designed to push anything non-Black to the forefront. The system is designed to push non-Black persons of color to the forefront. The system is designed to push the racially ambiguous to the forefront. The system is designed to push, now we're seeing the foreign blacks to the forefront. The system is designed in certain types of way. And then it's like, and it requires nothing. You look up and all the girls you follow on YouTube or Instagram or your social media platforms are white, or they're racially ambiguous, or they're light skinned with loose curls. And it just sort of happened, and you're not quite sure how. And Monica actually mentioned this because she talked about my video on the importance of maintaining all Black digital spaces. Something I said in that video was that, you know, I was really into interior design, and I was really into fashion, and I was really into like a certain sort of aesthetic, but I could not find that aesthetic from the people that I was originally following. This was like years and years ago on Tumblr and stuff like that. I could not find that aesthetic with any Black faces, and I was like, why can I not find this aesthetic with Black faces? Like, I know it has to be out there. Why is it that every single person I'm following is white or a non-Black person of color? Like, I don't understand. So I had to actively take the steps. I unfollowed everybody white. Now, this was like even before Instagram, and this was, like I said, this was Tumblr. Maybe I've been on Tumblr for like 10 years, so this was Tumblr maybe like 8 years ago I did this. I unfollowed everyone white. I unfollowed everyone that was a non-Black person of color, just for myself. I'm not saying everybody has to, you know, be that extreme and do what I did, but it was almost like a purging of everything that I had already been programmed and conditioned to believe about these type of things, you know, instead of going with this idea that, well, I just have a quote unquote, you know, white aesthetic. What I like, the only people that are doing it are white. I said, let me go out of my way, if that's what I have to do, to find the Black people that like what I like. Let me go out of my way to cultivate an all Black digital space. And it doesn't even have to be just shit that I like. Let me also go out of my way to challenge myself with other types of ideas and other types of thoughts and other types of aesthetics and other types of ways of thinking that can also be brought to me by Black faces, because Blackness is indeed not a monolith. And Monica had mentioned seeing that video and how it inspired her to sort of go through her own Instagram feed, because she watched a little bit more recently. And she said something that she noticed was like, you know, again, like, well, why is it that every natural hair girl that I'm following, you know, has curly hair, you know, hair that looks nothing like mine. She's using products that I could never use. She's getting a result that I could never use. What is that doing to my own self-esteem and stuff like that? Because again, the oppressive system is designed that way so that certain things are at the forefront. Whiteness specifically, like, and anything in terms of this racial hierarchy we've been talking about, which is basically whiteness, non-Black POC, foreign Blacks, and then Black Americans, DACS at the bottom, you know, here in the United States. The system is designed to push that hierarchy. It's designed so that hierarchy will remain in power, so that type of structure and system will remain. That which is easy and most palatable is going to rise to the top, is going to become the mainstream, is going to get the push, it's going to get, that's what the algorithm wants you to see and to want and to consume. And the self-awareness of realizing what is happening yet again, and the how and the why and the, you know, the who, what, when, where, why, and how, and then taking the steps to course correct. I mean, it's hard. It is hard. I'm not going to lie to you. And it is active. It requires action. It is something that you have to do, as opposed to, again, sort of going with the flow and going with the way that the system is designed. Which is passive. Oppression is passive, and revolution is active. It's action. And someone else also sent me a DM on Instagram, which is what really was like, okay, I need to just stop fucking playing around, slacking on my Mac, and make this video. Which was, the comment that was sent to me was, it's interesting how people are acting in favor of the system with no direct stimulus. And I was like, all right, I planned a video on this forever, and now I really have to do it. How people act in favor of the system with no direct stimulus. It is second nature. I'm going to read it again. It's interesting how people are acting in favor of the system with no direct stimulus. It's second nature. Nobody has to tell you, look at this, watch this, feel this way, do this, do that, when it comes to going along with an oppressive, racist system of racism, white supremacy. You don't need a direct stimulus. You do not need a direct stimulus to look up and everything is fucking dominated by whiteness. And you don't need a direct stimulus. Nobody has to put a fucking gun to your head and tell you to go along with it either, because the system is designed so that certain things will happen. The system is designed to make it easy for you to act in favor of the system with no type of stimulation, with no one telling you you have to do it, just so it just kind of sort of happened. Like, oh, well, that's just my preference. Or, oh, well, I just never see any black owned businesses anywhere, and I just don't know if I can support them. And I just, for you to act in favor of the system with no type of coercion, with no type of thought, is designed that way. It's very much deliberate. And so for you to think and have self-awareness and resist and revolt is active, it's action. And I just wanted to make this video because it is something that you have to do, and I feel like that's not really talked about enough. So I wanted to make this video talking about it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Very quick video. Thank you so much to everybody that has been watching and supporting the Black Americans episode 3. Super excited. For anyone that hasn't seen it, I guess I'll include links for that in the description box as well. Food for thought as always. See you guys next time. Peace.